Out in the wild with a pack on my back, tracing old trails where the
Let's hope
forest
somebody's
run
watching this time.
Scotland's breath in the morning mist, lockside peace I could never resist. Name's Ellie, they call me Outdoor Alley, sleeping rough in the heart of the valley, under pines with a view so wide, and a bottle of Bucky right by my side. So I walk, I roam with the firelight low, Outdoor Alley where the wild winds blow, raise a toast to the stars above, with buckfast warmth in the land I love.
Really? Oh, yes. At last. Oh.
The look lies still and the midges bite, but Bucky burns sweet in the fading light. Boots by the fire, heart on my sleeve. I never
What a
want
nightmare.
the woods to leave. So I walk around with a fire.
Rooksfoot, I think it was earlier on. I don't know if there's something wrong with the LAN cable, so I'm just on the Wi-Fi. I've got the Wi-Fi repeater on outside the room, so yeah. I think it was an internet issue and no alley tech issue tonight. Anyway, it's going to take a while probably now for some people to come on because I've messed them about. I'm coming on with a live stream, I'm not coming on. I might actually put the live stream in my post. Give me a wee second, Rooksfoot. Share. Copy link. I'll put that up in actually the Facebook post so people can find it easy. CK Alba Adventures, is it Friday? No, it's not Friday, mate. It's Saturday, but yeah, various things. Yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday. Family things. Let's play my equipment, yeah. Anyway, Craig, I thought you were biking today. I've seen a picture you're out camping. Were you bike camping? Were you bike packing, Craig? Are you and Wolf going to be best friends forever now, bike packing? If Wolf is watching, I'm not slagging you, Wolf, I'm just... Yeah, I was all packed to take the bike out and you thought, fuck it, camping's more important. Yes. Yep, Craig is a new Graham Aubrey. Was that his name, the cyclist? Graham Aubrey? Yeah. Oh, I've done that stupid thing with a little love hearts and I can't get rid of it. Nope, it's away. Was put off by the yellow weather warnings, decided not to go. There was yellow weather warnings. Didn't even know that. The weather's been fine so far. It's not been raining, it's not been windy in Glasgow anyway. Then I sat depressed and thought, fuck it, yes. I'm staying in a house on the weekend. I need to... my leg's still fucked. I think I'm going to need to take a few more days off work. That's what it is. So I take it where you are. You've got a decent reception, Craig. You can listen to me. Whereabouts are you anyway? Message me, just out of curiosity. Find my message in Messenger. I'm interested to know where you are. 4 grams. Alright, Lockett. Aye, you like that wee spot, Lockett? 4 grams? What's that mean? There you go, 4 grams with you for entertainment tonight. Kidding on. Oh, 4G signal. 4 grams. Yeah, I get it, Rook. Sorry. Oh, I'm still trying to calm down, stressed out putting this live stream up. But yeah, 4G signal. That was code word, 4G, 4 grams, mate. No, 4G signal. So what's the weather been like so far? I know somebody was slagging your tarp up. Somebody was slagging your tarp off. I never even properly looked. What tent is it you've got out tonight, Craig? I never properly looked. Is it a hot tent? Are you hot tenting it? Oh, did I tell you, Rooks, I got a stove, a hot tent stove. It's nothing fancy. It's a second-hand one. But thank you to Johnny Explore Scotland. He came round the other day, gave me an Outbacker stove, the original Outbacker stove. So yeah, it's decent. Butt Nuggets Homestead, Pop a wheelie, everybody. How you doing, Butt Nuggets? Rooks, Fire Maple gas fire pit. Right. Oh, yes. Hope you're doing a video on that. That'll be cool for the video. How big is it actually, Craig? Because some of the pictures are deceiving. It's only like 10 centimetres, or is it basically a gas ring, or is it a bit bigger? Bunny hops all round. Yeehaw. Just TikToks, it's small. Alright, fair enough. Oh. Yeah, I can't wait to get out. Hopefully next weekend I can get out. Dartmoor, how you doing, buddy? Arkansas here, we got rabbits. You've got rabbits? A lot of rabbits in Scotland as well. Alyssa, are you out tonight? You another one with 4G signal? Watching from your tent or your campfire? We got rabbits and chickens here on a tiny farm. I think I've watched your videos before. I think I remember that, Butt Nuggets. The homestead, yep. Wild camping, Seamus, Aberdeen Island. Is that where you are just now, Seamus? You up in Aberdeen, mate? All good in the ranch, Butt Nuggets. Alyssa. Yeah, so looking forward to getting this stove. I know it's a slightly older stove, slightly heavier stove, but yeah, for somewhere near a car, it'll be perfect. The Outbacker stove. It's on the tripod. I think it's probably close to 5 kilos. But yeah, it's a stove, and I need a stove. I've got my little hot tent. I'll get that in there for the wet, cold nights. Sit there in my little chair by the stove. All is well, just being lazy because it's still hot out. Well, it's definitely not hot anymore here in Glasgow, Scotland. Well, it's not cold. What temperature is it just now? Well, it's 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but 10 degrees Celsius, and it's just after 9:30 at night. CK Alba Adventures, that stove is ideal. Yeah, as I said, it's heavy, but yeah. I don't plan on carrying it a very long way. And as you said, Craig, the steel holds the heat in better. I've yet to try that, but I'll take your word for it. So yeah, that might stay warmer longer. So it might be more ideal for snowier weather. Colder weather, sorry. I just watched a guy do geothermal by using an 8-inch PVC pipe, bearing 6 foot underground. All right, interesting. You never hike hot tent, yeah, I suppose, yeah. So why do people always get ultralight stoves? But why not just get a steel one if it keeps it warmer for longer? If you're not going to be going far for your car. I guess some people do walk quite a bit. Ali woke up, it was raining, but bivvy bag. Ali woke up, but it was raining, but bivvy bag kept me dry, not cold either. Oh, good stuff. So are you roughing it? Are you just in your sleeping bag and your bivvy bag? Is it a British Army bivvy bag? About 200 foot to heat and cool his 600 square foot cabin. 200 foot to heat. Ali, I was out last night. Video out now. Okay. Rugsfooter CK, when you stick a link up for Elusive Dartmoor's video, get him a few more views in that video. Maybe get him a few subs. Thank you, moderators. The ground temperature stayed a constant 60 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I don't know. I shall Google it right now. Butt Nuggets was already on it. I knew you would be. 60 degrees in Celsius. Chat GPT says 60 in Celsius is just 60 Celsius. Yes, sorry, 60 Fahrenheit into Celsius. 60 Fahrenheit into Celsius is 15.6 degrees Celsius. Yes, Sir Camper, how you doing, buddy? Used a ferro rod on the Fire Dragon fuel. Just nice to use rather than a lighter. Yeah, you always carry a ferro rod and always carry a ferro rod. You never know when the old lighter's going to pack in you. In fact, mine's is just packed in on me. Oh, it's working. Yeah, but you never know. It's not reliable. Always carry a ferro rod just in case. Evening, Alan. How's things? Oh, the other Alan as well. Sorry, I'll call you Ayrshire Camper. Alan, hi, mate. I'm in a bad mood and on alcohol, so we'll be listening only. That's probably best, Alan. You tend to cause arguments when you're in a bad mood and on here, so yeah. I won't bother asking who's in a bad mood. You can talk when you want to, Alan, but yeah. Awesome bivvy camping. Thank you, Rich, for sticking line cup. Johnny boy, how you doing? I think we're going to get is one of those diesel heaters. They're expensive and work good. Whereabouts is that for? Have you got a cabin you're wanting to heat up with a diesel heater, Butt Nuggets? Sorry, I'm using speech to gibberish. Butt Nuggets, you having a few beers? Yeah, sure, sorry, never seen you. Simon Solo, how you doing, Simon? I did a wild camp on Thursday night in my new Zelter shelter. I will edit the video tomorrow. Oh, good man. I look forward to seeing that, mate. How are you getting on with the new cat? Zelter shelter? Why does that ring a bell? I need to Google that. The Zelter shelter. Zelter shelter. It was such a bad memory. The Zelter shelter is... Oh, yeah. One of these emergency things. There's a few different ones. I'll have a look at the video, Simon, when it comes out. The diesel heaters are safe for indoor use. Yeah, I was going to say that. Are they safe for indoor use? Got my test book for November. Oh, good man. My boy's just started his driving lessons. I'm going to take him out tomorrow. But his driving instructor says that was one of the best first lessons I've had. Somebody's confident. That's because I've been taking him out. The professional driver, advanced driver, skid train driver, cross-country driver, HCV driver. Simon just subscribed. We'll check out tomorrow. Good man for subscribing, Simon. I'll be having some whiskey and a few beers later. Right, the question is, Butt Nuggets, what type of whiskey are you drinking? You drinking some proper Scotch, some Glen Scotia? In fact, where have all my whiskies gone? I had about 5 bottles of whiskey here. Somebody stole my whiskies. Or maybe I've drank them. Anyways, I'm in 24 hours, no sleep. Wife is back in hospital. She's okay now. Sounds like you're having a nightmare, Alan, mate. Yeah, I don't know what to say, mate. Apart from, yeah, you know, I always gave my love to London things. I don't know what to say. I got an 8-man boffy, which is a mountain survival shelter. I did a video on it. I carry it when on walks with family and moors and just in case. Oh, just like an emergency shelter. It's like an 8-man sort of. I don't understand what you mean. And drove your ex up the wall. Yep. I got a big bottle of Jim Beam bourbon. Right. So we won't get into the argument whether that's whiskey or not, but yeah. I have tried Jim Beam. Jim Beam's okay. I drink a lot of different things. My favourite whiskies just now, I'll probably say, they're Auchentoshan, American Oak, and Isla Jura, 12 years. American ones, yeah, I don't know, I can drink. Yeah, I like the Jack Daniels. I can drink Jim Beam. I can even drink Southern Comfort. I like the rye whiskey as well. I mean, when I was in Canada, I used to drink a lot of the rye whiskey. The cat is lovely. She is part Siamese, about 2 years old. I was eating a chicken dinner the other night and she grabbed a chicken fillet off my plate and ran off it. Right, straight to the cat and dog home with that. No having it stealing dinner. Straight to the cat and dog home with it. Or you put it into a sack with a lot of rocks, straight into the river. Nah, you can't have them stealing your dinner, Simon. No chance. It's a big red thing with 4 bits to put basher poles with plastic windows on it. It's on my channel. Got it second hand. Right, I need to check that out. But would it really survive in a bloody any sort of wind and rain and a storm? I think I'd rather just take a tent to be fair. A lot of these things are gimmicks. Yeah, it might do you in a pinch, keep the rain off you for a little bit, but yeah. I'm not allowed to have scotch anymore. Who's told you about the wife by any chance, Butt Nuggets? How do you say drink some Beefeater scotch? Drink some Beefeater scotch? Ali is Gartosh area. Good daughter moving there. Oh, your goddaughter's moving there, Gartcosh. Is Gartcosh a good area? As I was just about to say, CK Alba Adventures, he's from near that area. Sort of near the east end of the city. I'm more south side. Now I'm in the posh west end. But yeah, I'll leave that one to CK Alba Adventures. Yeah, if he says it's a decent area now, it's a decent area now. Yeah, Miss Deborah and my wife says I can't have scotch anymore, and I agree. So you're on to Jim Beam bourbon. Is there much of a difference in the alcoholic percentage? I think Jim Beam is still quite strong. Ali, I need to do a second video to put polls in it. It's only for emergencies. It's a professional one to shelter from bad weather. Not a tent. Yeah, I know it's not a tent. It's just to do an emergency. But yeah, I'd like to see that video. Yeah, so you're going to do a second video and put the polls in. Yep, I'll watch that one. I've seen them a lot of the sort of thing search and rescue carry. Yeah, it's just basically give you a bit of respite from the wind and the rain. Just put it over yourself. But yeah, you don't want to be spending the night in these sort of things. Yeah, I've watched all the videos, gimmicks, people try to stay out the night in them and stuff. Yeah, it's not going to be very comfortable, but yeah, survival sort of situation that will keep the rain off you, keep the wind chill a little bit off you. Mental hospital is said to be haunted in Gartcosh. There's a mental hospital in Gartcosh. Anyway, Rough Walkers is in the house. He's out camping and it's rainy, rainy, rainy. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah, eventually got the live stream working. Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of them washouts. I am a technophobe. As you know, you've been on a live stream. It never starts in time. Nothing ever starts in time. But yeah, it's all good now. The Buckfast is flowing. Whereabouts are you, Rough Walkers? Are you high up a hillside somewhere? I've been to an open day at the university. I'm applying for a media course, filming and editing videos. Good for you, Simon. Good for you. Your videos need editing better. Kidding on. But yeah, it's always good to like perfect your craft. If you enjoy making videos and stuff, yeah, why not do courses in it? Yeah. We got a bottle of Scottish rum, mate. Pure power. Yes. What kind is it? In a valley, rained in. Nice. Those are the camps you remember, but the bad ones. Me and CK Alba Adventures here. We've been in many a stormy, rainy, absolute nightmare camp and most people would have walked away from. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but yeah, we toughed it out. You get the tarps up. Even got a fire going in one camp where there was a storm. CK, my daughter's a nurse saving Scottish lives. Yep, that's right, she's a nurse, mate. Bring on the storm. Bring on the storms. Bring on that absolutely soaking wet weather, wind blowing, howling, can't feel your fingers. Then after it all, once you've set up everything, your tarps, you've got a wee fire, and you get that wee half hour where everything calms down, you're passing around a wee shot or something, you're listening to music, chatting. Makes it worthwhile. Dude, gotta go. Give us a shout out to Sit Nick. Moon is Sit Nick. Moon Rough Walkers and the Sit Nick. Here we go. Pissing down all day, but not cold. Yeah, I think it's about 10 degrees in Glasgow just now. Get that rum done, you St. Nick. Sorry. Get that rum done, you Rough Walkers. There you go. CK Alpha's put a link up to the channel, Rough Walkers. Thank you very much. CK Alba Adventures. If anybody hasn't checked out CK Alba Adventures, please check CK Alba Adventures out. Alistair Dartmoor, can you stick up a link to CK Alba Adventures channel? Craig does a lot more TikToks and stuff, but yeah, he probably knows more than me about wild camping. I wing it. I just go out and yeah. Some people are into more with the specs, all the different types of tents. Now that's Craig. He knows all the specs. He's the go-to man for all the technical information. Me, I just love going out, setting up my tent, just fire, look at the hillside, sun going down, bottle of wine, and just relax and enjoy myself. So yeah, Dartmoor, you stick a link up to CK's channel. Thank you. Sub Rough Walkers. Auntie's in the house. Auntie's in the house. How you doing, Auntie? Sorry, Ali, I don't know how to do. Hey, Dartmoor, I made you a moderator because you were good the other night in banning that guy. I may need to demote you. Doubt it, we're all learning. Butt Nuggets, good man. Thanks for subbing him. Alyssa, don't worry about it. Right, where is Rooksfoot? Rooksfoot. Just did I say that? Yeah. Rooksfoot, yeah. link up, check CK Alba Adventures out. He's very modest. He'll say, don't check me out, but yeah, check him out. He knows his stuff. Yeah, he does like the kayaking, a lot of kayak camps over to islands and stuff. And yeah, he's got all the fancier tents. I've got the budget tents. I'm the tramp, but stuff. I still love getting out. Rooksfoot was sorting the puppy out. All right, I'll let you away with that. Cheers, butt nuggets. Elusive Dartmoor. Thanks, Rooks. I need to learn how to do. Yes, you do. Right, you're on a probation period. I'm going to give you a few more weeks. You need to learn how to do that. Butt nuggets subbed. Kitten killers in the house. Ayrshire's finest camper. How's things, kitten? Kitten, what's happening with you? Are you out tonight? What's happening on the west coast of Scotland? What's the weather like down there in Ayrshire just now? I know there's meant to be a few yellow weather warnings for Scotland. What's the weather like in Ayrshire? Papa Wheelie killer. Papa Wheelie. In Cheshire, it's missing down. Oh, you did in England? Kitten, what are you doing down there? No time out tonight. I'm good. I'm surprised you're good. You said you're in a bad mood, Alan, and you've been drinking. That'll come. Elusive, hold down on the username, go to channel, share, copy, link, paste it in there. I don't even know how to do that. But there you go. Moderator teaching from CK Alba Adventures. Hold down on the username, go to channel, share, copy, link, paste it in there. I don't know. You know me, I'm a technophobe. Anyway, who's got new tents? Who's got new kit? Was in France, but so you were. Is that you just coming back, kitten? Sorry, I forgot you were at Passiondale and things. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, excuse me, kitten. As you know, I've got a really bad memory on this channel. CK, I think you can only do that if you have a blue wrench. Yeah, I've gave Elusive the blue wrench. He was on the other night, and we had a troll on the channel, so there was no other moderator, so I made Elusive a moderator. He got rid of the troll. But one should be able to click on the link to go to the channel and sub. You would think so. I've never actually tried it. It's been a while since I've been on somebody else's live chat and tried. Yeah, it needs to be a moderator. Yeah. The managing moderator on his channel is usually Rooksfoot, and I've got standard moderators like CK Alba Adventures. I think CK actually may be a managing moderator as well, but yeah, the other ones are just standard moderators. I don't know what the difference is between a managing moderator and a standard moderator. Who knows? Elusive, try it with butt nuggets. Yeah, try it with butt nuggets. There we go. A wee bit of in-house training, moderator training. Elusive, are you still there? Right, 17 people in the chat. Who's lurking in the background? Come on up and say hello. Who's got big plans for this year? Where's the most exotic place that anybody's going to be camping, wild camping? Mainly talking to the UK-based people here. I know people at Butt Nuggets, he's got his own land, his own homestead. Yeah, I left Belgium Friday morning. Met up with Mick for Hampshire Outdoors Friday afternoon. Went off reading with him. Stayed in Aldershot Friday night and now heading north. How is Mick anyway? I seen the post he put up. He's in the hospital. Yeah, just trying to figure out the background. Good stuff. Dang, how are things in France and Belgium? Butt Nuggets, he was over there doing like a tour of all the old World War II sites, Passiondale and things like that. Paying his respects. Roading. I thought he said reading. I'm like, reading? Are you in a book club, kitten killer? You and Mick in the book club? Right, so roading, no reading. Mickey's doing well. That's good to hear. It looked like the wee clip he put up on YouTube. He's putting a brave face on it. But yeah, I hope his operation went well. Never actually managed to get on his live stream last Sunday. If he done one, I don't know. Sorry, give me a second. A few technical issues. Yep, I think we're back. Yep, Rigsfoot, good to hear. Yep, definitely is good to hear. We went down some off-road tracks in his 4x4. Quite a few wild camping guys now are talking about going and doing off-roading in 4x4s. I know Andy Kent Survival's recently done it, and I think another English guy, Jim Bob, is saying he's going to start doing it. So yeah, I don't know if that's an avenue. A lot of people are going for wild camping and the off-roading. Deborah says fly swatters were invented by flies. Is your good missus watching, Butt Nuggets? Is Deborah watching? I'll say hi. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Hi from, I won't say a rainy Glasgow, but it's not raining just now. And Deborah, let him drink some scotch. He needs some of the good stuff. Deborah says hello. Yep. Hi, Deborah. Rooks, yeah, go to channel, but can't share a link. I'll figure it out. Or tomorrow. You'll get there, mate. You'll get there. You've got a few weeks before it. 4 weeks, then I'll demote you. If you can't do it within 4 weeks, you're out. 4x4 seems to be more popular in England, yep. I just got hit with a fly swatter. Yeah, that's domestic abuse. Domestic abuse, Deborah. Dartmoor, yeah. Right, so anyway, somebody excite me. Who's got a new tent? Who's got a new piece of camping equipment, some outdoor stuff for wild camping? We have a couple of 4x4s here on the tiny farm. I love them. He needs Irish whiskey. Well, yeah, he may be allowed Irish whiskey. Apparently, he's not allowed Scottish whiskey. He's not allowed Scotch, Deborah says. So, Butt Nuggets, are you allowed Irish whiskey? Alan says, who is from Northern Ireland. Better on a bike. On a bike. Bike, one cars. Nothing new here, really, yeah. I had a trolley in real life the other day in Weatherspoons. It was all friendly. I had a trolley in real life the other day in Weatherspoons. A trolley? What do you mean? It was all friendly, talking to me, said he recognised me from my channel. I went to the toilet with half a pint at my table, and he had left. He put a tissue in my drink. Simon, what are you talking about? You had a trolley in real life the other day. You had a trolley. Somebody was in a pub and recognised you. You went to the toilet. You went away. And you came back and they put a tissue in your drink. Was there like blood in the tissue or semen or something? I don't get it. Rook's foot, I bought a small outboard engine. Oh, did you, Rooks? Mark is also, I think, no, he's going to buy an outboard engine. A trolley. Oh, I had a troll in real life, right? I thought trolley, yep, I get it. I've seen a trolley. What's he talking about? Simon smoking the weed. Yep. Yeah, I had a troll in real life the other day. And he put a tissue in your drink. What an arsehole. I recently picked up one of those cheap Chinese mini excavators. It's huge fun. I bet it is. I bet it is. The Outdoors Apprentice evening. All Outdoors Apprentice, how are you doing? What are you up to tonight? Are you out in the great outdoors? You out camping? Are you sitting in the house? If you're sitting in the house, you having a wee drink? Do you drink? Let me know. British Seagull 40 plus 2 horsepower. Nice. I don't know if Mark's on tonight. I don't know what sort of horsepower Mark was looking for. CK, you might be able to help with that. A troll, right? I get it now. A troll. Kiwi. Yep, Kitten Killer. A Kiwi. Hi, Kitten Sir. Right, I get you. Yeah, thank you, Rix, for explaining. Outdoor Apprentice is Kiwi from Mixed Channel. Right, I get you. How you doing, Kiwi? You've probably seen me in Mixed Channel. Rooks, I click on link, it says done, but how do I find out and share? Yeah, Rooks, that's me, yep. I don't know on phones, also, if it was Craig telling us how to do it on the phone device, not me. Hi, Kiwi. Yeah, Kiwi, I met up with Mick, Kaz and Jason yesterday. Had a great time. How is Kaz coping anyway? I bet she's worried about Mick. How are we all just finished work? I've been off my work, injured for the last week or two. So yeah, really want to get out camping, but yeah, I need to get my leg better first. Elizabeth Dartmoor, Rook's okay, I'm doing this on my phone. But watching on the TV, I'll try it on my tablet next time. Rook's foot, bet you didn't escape without Jason cooking something. Who's Jason? Johan. What outboard did you get, Rooks? Just go back in the chat. Johan, he says it's a, I don't know nothing about boats, a 40 plus 2 or something. I'm good, thanks, Ali. Good stuff. So, is that you just in from work, Kiwi? You going to have a few beers? John. Yep, Johan, John. The British Seagull 40 plus 2 horsepower, 1978. Johan may end up just using it as an auxiliary. Yeah, it's going right over my head. I think you're talking about using it as a backup auxiliary. Yep, Rooksy didn't. Okay, Ali. Thanks for the chat and the usual suspects. You take care of yourself, mate, and keep your chin up and try and stay in a good mood, mate. Try and stay in a good mood. And as always, love to the beautiful Linda. Take care, Alan. No, I'm eating chips. Oh, you're having chips? Me eating chips. Take care, Alan. Hey, take care. Great people, Mick, Kaz and Jace. Yep, they are. I think it was Rooks that introduced me to the channel about a year or two ago. I've sort of pop on like most Sundays when I can. Always busy on a Sunday night getting ready for work and stuff. But yeah, always pop on. Mick, Kaz is brilliant. Mick likes to go on and stuff, and Kaz, when you put a message up, she always just interrupts them and says, Outdoor Rally says this. So yeah, Kaz is a gem, and Mick's a good lad as well. Obviously ex-military and stuff, yeah. Looks like a hedge trimmer. What looks like a hedge trimmer? Al, well, bro, mates. Right, Alan, take care of yourself, pal. Peace. Yes, peace. That actually means victory, not peace. Sorry, these hippies that say it. That means victory. Victory against the Germans. How's Egg this evening, Craig? Standing on a chippy watching this. People are like, what's that accent? I take it, Kiwi, you are from New Zealand, yeah? And you're not just feel like governing Glasgow or something? I've got a DD Hammock's tarp tent, very nice. 750 grams, single skin. You can see the condensation running down the walls. It's got pros and cons. You're not going to be lying beside it, but yeah, I've been thinking about a tarp tent for a while, especially for getting the hammock in. Yep, the hammock. And can you get a hot tent? Can you get a stove in it? So that's what I've been thinking about, the hammock tent, getting the hot tent stove in it. So you've got your hammock hanging, you've got your little chair, sit by the stove, the weather's pushing it down, you're cold. How much did that cost you, the DD Hammock's tarp tent? And is there a bit for, can you get a hot tent in it, Simon? I'm doing a job app now. Had this on in the background. Right, I get you. Fantastic up here, stars everywhere. Fucking jealous, Craig. Jealous. CK up north. Well, he's north of Glasgow. I was flying round Ekin about this summer. Stayed at the Quality Inn, quality wee place. Yes, mate, Wellington, New Zealand. But I live in the UK now. I thought that, and you were saying the chippy. You probably still get chippies in New Zealand, right enough, but yeah. So is that you back in the UK permanently now, outdoors? Kiwi, Kit in Scotland, yeah, currently camping at Lockheck. Hey guys, 18 people on the chat. Just before I came on the chat, I was stressed out. I was trying to get this chat on the go. I was like, yeah, I was having a lot of technical difficulties with the live stream. So yeah, I think in about 5 minutes time, I'm going to go for a smoke because yeah, I was stressed out, but yeah, 5 minutes. Rooksfoot, Johan, Wick, Boat Talk. Yeah, the little outboard is the same size one as I had as a kid. Nice. We're beside the canal lock in Cheshire and it's lashing down. So you actually camping tonight, Kitten? Cheshire is a private land you're camping in. It's about a mile away from the Coilet. So Craig, you can walk to the pub. Craig, you can actually walk to the pub. Do it. Walk to the pub. Walk to the pub and ask if you can image share your phone onto the TV in the pub. Get Outdoor Alley live going in the pub. Craig, you're at the Jubilee or the other bit. The other bit. Okay. Yes, mate, been here 30 years now. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, you just still get called Kiwi. No, it's very small, but got a vestibule with insect mesh. About £140. No room for a stove. We'll use a synthetic sleep bag next time because of condensation. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be getting a down bag wet. Not a good idea. One, I can't afford a down bag, and two, even if I could, yeah, I don't like the idea, especially if it's if I'm going on a multi-day camp and somehow I get it wet. Single skin tents, down sleeping bags, yeah, it's not a good mix. Especially smaller single skin tents, you're going to rub against the side. It's going to get damp. For fuck's sake, Al, he's doing a car camp and not even got his crippled par out. What? I know. So call me a cripple. In the motorhome alley, it's a barge longboat dock with a pub that allows mohos to stop overnight. Nice. Right, guys, go and eat my dinner. Have a good night. Kiwi, thank you so much for coming on. Much appreciated, mate. And hopefully I'll see you again on Mixed Chat, maybe. Or the next time I'm doing another chat on here. Cheeky mohos. Right, I take it a mohos. Yeah. It's an abbreviated term for motorhomes. John, I was going to cycle up the other side of the lock. Rain put me off. Bike's in the car. Oh, so you never actually cycled to it? You should get you should get a GoPro or something, Craig. Get it on the bike and go for a cycle round in the morning. If I drink scotch, I'm going camping. Yeah. The wife's kicking you out. You're in the backyard, sleeping in a tent. Yeah. Right, guys. 15 people on the chat. I need to go use the restroom. I shall be back in a few minutes. Please stay on the chat. And yeah, if you want to try and share us live, get more people on it, it'll be much appreciated. And if you want help donate to the channel, there's a link at the top of the chat. I will be back in a few minutes. still hear you talking about me. Craig, is your fire maple fire not keeping you warm? That massive fire? So Craig, did you not take any sort of fire at all with you? Just that little stove? The little fire maple fireplace stove thing? Gas ran out. Craig, come on. You usually always carry loads of spare gas canisters. Saying that, you probably gave them all away to me. Will said you'd already bought every accessory under the sun already, Craig. Johan, no, he's a responsible camper. No open flames in the ground. Just that fire pit was just a test. Craig, it's only 10:15 at night. I'm sure a man of your means can get a fire started. He's no wrong. Everything under the sun apart from getting a fire started. Aye, there's a beach in the ground where he is, yeah. Dig a little hole in the beach, get some deadwood. There's bound to be deadwood. Get a wee fire going, Craig. Wolf, evening chaps, evening Wolf. I've just drank my invisible powder, so I'm invisible just now. You can hear my voice, but you can't see me, I'm invisible. I'm not bothered about it, the beers keep me going. Craig, you know, you need the campfire. You need that campfire TV. But saying that, you've got me tonight. You don't need the campfire TV, I suppose. As long as you're wearing your thermals. Three highs for Wolf. Only one person's met Wolf. That would only be... Hold on, what's that? Don't think I've ever camped without a fire except on a summit. Exactly, John. You need to have a fire. It's the rules. Thermals, it's no winter yet. Yeah, but if you've not got a fire... Craig, tell me you always carry thermals. A man of your calibre. I've always got my thermals in a little dry bag and above my bag. I bloody needed the thermals that night with a storm and ended up getting soaking wet through. Ideally, could have just had waterproofs, but yeah, I don't like wearing waterproof trousers. Craig's still in a t-shirt and shorts. Yeah, Craig's a real man. I am hardcore. Yeah, Craig's going to be off his work for 2 weeks. With the man flu. Yeah, man flu for Craig. A real man with a bike. There you go. A real man with a bike to not go to the car like a pussy. Wolf, you tell him. A real man would have got his little panniers on and he would have cycled all the way up there. CK is a bit slow in replying. I think this is going to be a long message back to Wilf. Who on here goes camping on a bike? Who goes, what's it called, bike packing? There we go, there's a comeback. Where are you just now, Wilf? You got the heating on? You sitting in your onesie? Are you sitting in your fluffy pink bunny pyjamas? Craig never said that, but yeah, it's in his head. Yeah. You've started something now, Wilf. You've started something. Simon Solo, I've got a 58 pattern army sleeping bag. I'm planning on doing a video with it sometime. Did you use one in the army? Are they upgraded by then? No. I've used the 58 army sleeping bag. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit even bulkier because it's got that waterproof bit all along the bottom of it. Yeah, I suppose it's good for certain occasions. Yeah, it's good for like frosty mornings and stuff. Yeah, it keeps the sort of the wetness off the bottom of your sleep. If you're just hardcore it, sleeping out with your sleeping bag. Yeah. But yeah, I did use it. I actually used, before the Army Bergen came in, I used the little, it was like the little school bag thing. I used to use the old 58 pattern backpack. So when I first joined, I used the 58 pattern backpack and I used the 58 pattern sleep bag. So yeah, I have used it before. But yeah, they're getting rarer now. You used to see quite a lot of 58 pattern sleeping bags, but yeah, they're hard to find now. I'm running around the house hunting mice. Oh, you've not got mice in your house, have you? I'm 3 beers in. Let's go. Many beers you got? 4? Have you got 4 hazy IPAs? I'm not slagging anybody. I like a drink when I go camping. Yeah, most people know me. I like to take a bottle of Buckfast, maybe a bottle of shots, and a good few beers. But yeah, I know a lot of campers who go and they have 2, 3, or 4 hazy IPAs. Look at me. This is so strong. This is 6% hazy IPA, and it's got a cool name. It's chocolate infused. Fuck off. Anyways, see how it is. That's all the way it is, be honest, innit? Yeah. I used one as a kid for years. Great bag. Are you talking about the old school with the little straps, like satchels? It's like a big satchel. I had a German army bag. It turned into a parka. Nice. You still got it, Wolf? Donny, how you doing? Evening, all house things. Yeah, we're just listening to Wolf and Craig slag each other. Craig started to get into biking. Wolf's calling him a pussy because he never cycled into camp. He's got a cycle in his car. I re-emigrated from my neighbour's loft. Fuckers. You can attach a 58 pattern poncho to it as well. I will buy one. All right. Don't think I've seen the 58 pattern poncho. Or maybe I have. I can't remember. Anyway, Donny, how's things? Hopefully the ferry will be back in our Drossum soon so I can get over to a range. Have we still not put that ferry back on there, Sir Camper? My mate, a tank crew, one with arms and legs. I know there's the German sniper one. I think that's got the arms and the legs. I was actually going to buy one. Somebody had it up for £50, and apparently it sells for £250. German army sniper one that's got the arms and the legs. Wolf, that was the one I had, Rooks, but it was Herman. German, yeah, it's a German army sniper one. Yeah, it's got the arms and the legs. They're actually quite rare now. You can get a bit of money for them. But I said this guy was selling one £50. I thought, did I buy it? It was the end of the month and I was skint. Because you see the listings on eBay, £200, £250 and stuff. I thought I could quadruple, maybe quintuple my money on this. But yeah, I left it too late. Somebody had snapped it up. Kitten, you can get the ferry from Troon. Yes. They were Gore-Tex, pretty cool. I don't know if it was Gore-Tex, I can't remember. I used to have a German one years ago, yeah. Good bit of kit. If you can get hold of them, worth it. If you can get it for a decent price, good sell-on value. All good, mate. Sleeping on my van tonight up Cairnwell Pass. It's fucking numb. Heading up Talland in the morning to cycle. So you're not just taking a cycle in a van just to keep it there, no cycle like Craig. You're actually going to cycle. Rooks, how's the polyurethane coating on the bottom of yours still intact? Love it when people don't realise what they're selling exactly, Craig. You're like, fuck, get in quick. I remember it was this old dear, she was selling like a 3D telly, a big curved TV, right? Well, she wasn't selling it, she was giving it away in free cycle. And this was like spanking brand new. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I went round to the house. And to be fair, I said to her, excuse me, do you know you're giving away this TV and you do know it's quite expensive if you're buying this? And she's like, yeah, I know. She's like, I spoke to my son, he knows. My son says just get rid of it. And I says, are you sure? She's like, yes, I'm sure. So I wasn't taking advantage of her. I was like, fucking, it was a £1,600 TV. And I looked in brilliant night, curved screen 3D TV. I said, you sure? She's like, yes, my son knows, he just wants rid of it. So obviously quite a wealthy family and it was too big and they couldn't be bothered selling it. So I was like, yes, bonus. But I did slip her £20. She was talking about the church. I says, put that in a donation for the church. So yeah, I wasn't a total scumbag and just taking it off her. But yeah, what a bargain. It was another time I went round, somebody was selling something in free cycle. I think it was a pair of boots. A pair of mountain hiking boots. They were okay condition, one of the best. The guy said, yeah, I'm moving, I'm just getting rid of stuff. I seen a nice crampon axe. And I said, you getting rid of that as well? And he's like, no, I was sort of going to keep it. I was like, if you're getting rid of it, I'll take it. And he's like, he sort of felt pressure. He was like, yeah, okay, yeah, if you're going to use it. I said, yeah, I go mountain climbing all the time. Yeah, got a nice crampon axe. Looked it up on eBay, sell it for £60, £70. Ended up selling it to somebody, £60. You don't ask, you don't get. Anyways, I prefer a Drawson. I prefer a Drawson kitten as it's around the corner. Kitten, okay, sure. Troon is easier for me. Went up to Goatfell a couple of months ago. Never been up to Goatfell, but I want to go there. Hello, people. Hi, Ali. Scottish Sassenach. Lisa's in the house. How you doing? Sup, Craig? How's your evening, Craig? Chilly. That's because you know your thermals, Craig. Always take your thermals. Should have taken a RAB 1100. No, just thermals. Very good of you, Ali. David Dickinson went to jail years ago for ripping an old person off over a piece of furniture. Simon, as I said, do you know how much this is? I showed her it. I said, do you know how much this TV is? But she was adamant, no, I've got my son's permission. So I wasn't ripping MD off, Simon Solo. I don't know if you're being sarcastic there, but yeah, I made sure she knew the value of it. And I said to her, and I gave money for a church donation. She said, no, my son knows. CK Albert Ventures, nah, only elite campers use RAB. Nah, I'm going to say elite campers, Craig. I've got another word for it, but yeah. I'm elite. No, you're special, Lisa. Special is different from elite. You're special. You're a special camper. You're only elite if you can rhyme off the temperature ratings. Exactly. What's the extreme temperature? What's the comfort temperature? And how are the temperatures rated? What's the system they use? Go back into this, Craig, yeah. Special, like the window special. I never said that, Lisa. Stop putting words in my mouth. Anyway, most of you probably know this, but I'm on a group chat with a few of the people on here. We're talking about temperature ratings for sleeping bags. Temperature ratings for sleeping bags, you know what it's like. It can vary vastly. But most temperatures for sleeping bags are on a condition that you use a 4.8 rated R value mat, which, as you know, can vary between different manufacturers. So The comfort temperature of a sleeping bag depends on the R rating of the mat. It must be 4.8 or above. And it's also tested with a mannequin inside the sleeping bag wearing full thermals. So if you're not wearing full thermals inside the sleeping bag and you're not in a R value 4.8 rated airbag, then yeah, the temperature rating will not be. If it say the comfort rating is 0 degrees, the comfort rating won't be 0 degrees, it'll be 4 or 5 degrees because you're not in thermals and you're not in a 4.8 mat. So bear that in mind when you buy a sleeping bag and you look at the comfort temperature. Most people know this on here already, but for new campers, yeah, when you look at the comfort value, it's dependent on you wearing full thermals, a hat, gloves inside your sleeping bag, also in a 4.8 R value rated air mat. Most people know this, but yeah. Hello, Rick, Sarah, and Lulu. How's things? Lisa, all good. Both chilling in front of the fireplace. No, I wasn't being sarcastic. David Dickinson off Bargain Hunt. Right, okay, Simon. Sorry, I misread you. But you know the temperature ranges are pointless telling you what you already know. Yeah. You read the reviews, but even then, everybody's different. Everybody's body's metabolism's different. So one review might say it's cold. I've seen people saying they're in the army Arctic sleeping bag at 3-4 degrees and say they were freezing. Now, I know that's not right. I've been in an army Arctic sleeping bag at -3, -4, and I've been toasty, I've been warm. So yeah, everybody's metabolism is different, and it depends what you've been doing before you go into a sleeping bag. If you've been running about stupid, you've had something to eat, you're going to be a lot warmer. Your body's going to be working, producing warmth. If you've been sitting still like that with no fire, sitting in the forest cold for 3 hours, you get into your sleeping bag, you're going to be cold regardless of the temperature rating of the sleeping bag. Because the temperature rating of the sleeping bag mainly reflects the heat back at you. So if you're freezing cold going into a bag, doesn't matter what the warmth is, you're still going to be cold most of the night. You might start producing some heat during the night, which will reflect back to you. But if you go into a sleeping bag bone cold, it will keep the outside temperature from you. But yeah, you won't be generating much heat to reflect back at you, if you know what I mean. I'm just cold every day. Right, I need to go back in the chat. Let's see. Love it. I need a house with a fireplace. Here we go. Yep, here we go. What rating of the thermals are Merino? Is your moisture cooling you down? Yeah, that's another factor you need to take into play. Yeah, what rating are the thermals? Gary, tree climber, how you doing, buddy? I'm just cold anyway until Boom ran 1100 entered my life. I don't understand that, Lisa, but okay. Gary, Luscious Lisa. Gary, over the Luscious Lisa. You smooth operator. Tree climber. Rab, not Ram. Rick's okay. Last my ass off. What have I missed, Gary? Oh, just random nonsense. John Kennedy, hey Ali, hey guys. Here to hit the thumbs up, cooking dinner here. Yes, get a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up for the live stream. Get more people on it. John Kennedy, you're a legend. Thank you so much. What are you cooking tonight, John? Are you outdoors cooking? Are you in the house? Nothing. I feel you're better with the woolen thermals. The 100% woolen stuff is the best, but yeah. If you're not going far to travel, get the big wheelie. I've got a few big wheelie jumpers and stuff. I've got merino and cold. Get the heavy woolen stuff on, Lisa. We don't go far for the car and we go camping. Get the big heavy woolen stuff on. Yeah, you'll feel the benefit. Hey, Rooksfoot, how goes it? John K. Right, I'm off. I need to go heat up a bit. Come back on later. You know, I'll still be here. Get a fire on the go, Craig. Get some thermals on. Get a fire. Yes, get a fire. Deadwood. A little hole in the beach. Yeah, send pics. Right, bye, guys. Laters, pal. Have a good one, Craig. I'll send some tomorrow, Lisa. Yep, you send her the dick pics tomorrow, Craig. Good night, Craig. Later, CK. Excellent. Lisa's loving it, waiting for the dick pics. Get your bike out next time. I want to see it. Did that say bike? Yep, get your bike out. Yep. At home, I am baked chicken. Well, some seasoned steak fries. Chips to you guys. Cheers, John. I thought you said I'm baked. I'm like, oh, okay, right. Some people like the buckfast, some people like, getting baked. There's always a typo somewhere in there. I always read a typo and it's wrong. Wearing glasses in the live stream. No chance of wearing glasses. Yeah, that's what I read. I'm baked as well. I'm baked. John K. brown sauce. Yeah, it's got to be HP brown sauce. Sass and Chris, bucket time. You better believe it's bucket time, Chris. How's things going, Chris, anyway? You want to start coming on at the start of my live streams, then I'm going to demote you. You're a moderator. You should be on at least within half an hour of me starting, Chris. How's things anyway, pal? You alright? I bought an air mattress off Temu with an R value of 6. You can feel the heat coming back at you, about £40 absolute bargain. I'm sceptical about that. Is this just in the mind? £40 an R value of 6. Did you look at the... I don't want to start getting into this, but yeah. Who tests the R value of 6? There's 2 or 3 recommended labs in the UK that like give true values or give close to true values. A lot of companies do their own R value rating. And I'm thinking a company of Temu, they're probably going to do their own R value rating. They won't be sending it to the 2 or 3 trusted scientific labs in the UK. So yeah, Simon, what I'd say to you is go out in really cold weather and then come back to me and tell me if you can feel the heat coming back at you. Anyway, out camping. I think it's Craig and Rough Walkers is out camping, if he's still on. Craig and Rough Walkers are out camping. If you came on 30 minutes of it starting, you'd still be on. Yeah, John, that is true, John. Fair enough, yeah. Maybe an hour. Rooks, his panniers cost almost as much as his bike. Kitten Killer, sadly out the brown sauce. Mickey said he'd send some over later. Oh, you need... I'm actually on my last sachet of brown sauce. I'm too tight to buy a bottle of brown sauce. So every time I'm at Morrison's Cafe, I steal the brown sauces. So I need to get more. I'm kidding on. Am I? Cool, I bet it's cool tonight. Well, I know Craig likes his budget items. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know, but it's toasty warm and really comfy. Yeah, but what temperature is it just now? It's like 10 degrees. You can't really test. You need to test out in the cold weather, Simon. Yeah, you're just thinking because they say R value of 6. Trust me, I'm not saying it'll definitely, but you take it in like minus conditions, then tell me if it's a true R value. What sleeping bag are you using on it? You got a roll mat underneath? Have you got any foil? What insulation are you using? If you're telling me it's straight on the ground and you're sleeping outside, you've not got a tent, you've not got a mat underneath you, then yeah, I might tend to believe it might be decent, but yeah. The R value in my mat is 8 X-Bed. Yep, the X-Bed mats are one of the sort of, they do use one of the 2 or 3 reputable tested labs in the UK, so yeah, I tend to believe the X-Bed stuff, yep. Overkill is underrated, yep. As I said, but I explained to you, yep, how sleeping bags are tested. Sleeping mats, yeah. I think there has to be some sort of regulation towards the way things are tested. Because again, with the air mats, they're tested with heat plates. They're tested with heat plates and labs and stuff. And again, there's no regulating body. So yeah, you can get an air mat company saying this is a such and such value, when it's only their in-house testing team, who obviously will make up figures. That wasn't a comment of the pad, just a funny saying. Okay, Rooks. Yeah, I missed that one. Thanks. Yeah. It's underrated, yeah. Best insulation is someone else's body heat. Yes, yes. I mean, if you go and kill somebody, you're still getting at least 2 hours of body heat before they start going cold. So, yeah, if you can like kill somebody, get them in the sleeping bag with you, 2 hours maybe, 2 hours before they start going cold, before they start losing the heat. Amazon, mate, and a foil mat for me, easier and cheaper. Yep. That wasn't a Kilmer repair, yep, Matt, yep. I've got the Xped Versa 5 and I love it. There you go. Have a look at 2 mats. Well, 2 mats off sort of any sort of, yeah, can't remember. Neo Air X Lite, yeah, it's too narrow, but it does keep me warm, and it packs down really small. And the UL80 summer mat, I think it's got 2.6 R value or something, but I don't massively feel the cold. I'm not too much into all these specs of mats and things. Yeah, most of the time I've had a few cans or something. I'm sleeping anyway, regardless. And I'm always in a decent warm sleeping bag. Usually got a bivy bag over it. Usually got a roll mat down. Usually got fucking tinfoil, aluminium on the floor. So, yeah. I don't go too much in for the fancy stuff. I know it keeps me warm for my budget. I bought a packet of mini sauce bottles for a couple of quid. You fill them up at home and take them camping. That's a good idea, Simon. The Versa 5R. So it's 5R value. That's decent. Rooks, you've got engine. Have you got a boat yet? Nah, not yet. I don't know what that. The highest R value thing, the Neo Air X Lite, I think it's maybe. Yeah, I think that's about 5.6, 5.8. But yeah, it's narrow. But what I found is, if I put it inside, if I'm using like a big bag like the Army Arctic bag, put the sleeping mat inside the bag, and then I don't slip off it and fall off it. So yeah, I've seen some people put it. I've never done it before. I've tried it once or twice, and it actually works well. Putting the air mat inside the bag. Obviously, you're not going to get the insulation because you're lying down on the bottom of the bag, but round you. So you've got the air mat for insulation and the sleeping bag all around you. So yeah, it works well for the Neo Air X Lite inside the Army Arctic bag. That works well. So you know, if you put it on top of the Neo Air X Lite, you're going to slip off it because it's narrow. But if you keep it inside the bag, I think that works perfect. Nah, not yet, but I might be able to nick my mate's tender and whack the engine on, have a bang about the river. Make sure you get on video pic so it can be nosy Rooks, yep. Next community camp, if it's cold, Lisa, you can jump in with us, then leave when it's warm enough. Smooth operator. I don't tend to slide off my mat. Sounds like a plan, Gary. There you go. Gary, you're in. You're in, Gary. Right. I'm going to do a magic trick, right? So I'm going to be on the live stream. You'll hear my voice. But the next step of this buckfast I take, I'm going to disappear and be invisible. You will still hear my voice. Right, so we're ready for the magic trick. It's going to happen. Give me a second. Right, so I'm going to put my hand over the camera. I'm going to put my hand back. I will have disappeared. You can still hear my voice, but I'll have disappeared. Are you ready for it? You ready? And there you go. I am invisible. How's that for a magic trick? In fact, there is another person called Invisible Camper. Maybe I should steal his name. The Invisible Camper. Will you be in a different outfit, Ali? Depends on the donations, Lisa. What outfit would you like to see me in? I'm in an invisible outfit just now. You can't see me, but you can hear me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Lisa's put 4 posts up. There's 18 people in the chat. 18 people in the chat. It's just Lisa speaking. Don't even know if that hat comes off. Don't think I've seen you without it before. That's because I'm a baldy bastard, John. I am now officially an old baldy bastard, and I don't like to take my hat off because I'm bald. Everyone left, Ali. I scared them off. Gary's still here. Lisa, do you remember the time I was on the live chat and I was sitting naked from the top down, and I was from the top up? Is that naked from the waist up? And I was wearing like the electrical tape across my nipples. Do you remember that one? I'm not buying it. You're hiding a rat in there. Yep. Why did I do that again? I can't remember. I think I did delete that live stream afterwards, but to be fair. You going for round 2, Ali? Oh, I don't know. I've already got Gorilla Tape, and I think that would massively hurt, ripping the Gorilla Tape off my nipples. Can't remember, but maybe try again higher voltage this time. I'm still emotionally scarred by it. Yes. Well, you need to do something different on the channel every now and again, don't you? We should get a taser for camps. Yes. Can you get hold of a taser? At least I know you're into all that kinky shit. You use it to heat a macaroni pie. Yes. I don't think anybody's ever done a video of that before. Using a taser to heat up a macaroni pie. You might read it. You might need one after reading Cartel's comments. Cartel's comments? Have I missed something? Kinky. I'm screenshotting this just now as I'm reading it, Rootsfoot. Heating up a macaroni pie using a taser. Can it be done? Right, I'm chat GPTing that later. I like to see everyone's tolerance. Electric fences hurt like a bitch. I remember back in the day we used to patrol in South Armagh in Ireland, and what we used to do is with tennies we'd all go around a big circle, and the two end people in a circle would hold on to the electric fence, and the first person to break away, you'd feel a current going through you. It wasn't sore, but the first person to break away in the circle, they'd be the one to feel the pain. So if both of you put your hand, the two people in the circle at the end, put a hand on the electric fence, you wouldn't feel the pain. You'd feel that electricity going through you, but it's the first person who broke the circle, they would get the pain because they're breaking the circuit. It was a wee fun game, just 2 days sleeping in the woods, patrolling through the Irish countryside back in the day. What have I done now? I don't know. I don't know why John's saying your comments. Johan, don't know. I think I read someone. Anyway, I think the invisible powder is running out. I think I'm going to go back to normal soon. Hold on. Yep, invisible powder is running out. I'm back. Right. I don't know. I might have some of that invisible powder left. I'm not sure. But I think it's made my Buckfast disappear. Where is that gone? Don't tell me I've disappeared to Buckfast. Give me a second, guys. I need to find out. Where is the Buckfast? Oh, that reappeared as well. I've still got it. I was panicking. Simon Solo, I like an invisible camper. Some idiot asked him why he wears camel gear. He was asking, he was abusing him of being a Walter Mitty. Yeah, you'll get that in this newsletter. Sadly, it's sometimes ex-military types. I've never slagged them for wear. If people want to wear military surplus gear, you don't need to be in the military to wear military gear. Surplus gear is cheap. It's robust. It's yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't slag MD. Sometimes I will mistake people who wear camel gear. I'll say with you ex-military like me, and they'll say no. But yeah, I'm not going to slag people. End of the day, a Walter Mitty, somebody who's wearing medals and stuff. What I don't like is people wearing military gear and they wear the badges. They wear like the Scots Guards or like the badge of the regiment. Rip that off. If there's any rank insignia, sergeant, rip that off. Get that off, because that is a bit, yeah, that's a bit Walter Mitty. Because that's saying people have fought and died for that badge. For the guards, it's blue, red, blue, Scots Guards. Take the badge off, take any insignia off, take any rank badges off. You've no earned that. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, you can wear combat jackets and stuff, yeah. Just take the badges off. That's what pisses people off, when you still wear the badges that people have fought and died for. That annoys me a little bit as well. Touched a fence, the pain shot up to my elbow and the horse fucked off of me. Yeah, that's where you always feel it. You feel it right there in the part of your arm. That's where you get the shock. But yeah, it's what, 5 volts or something, most electric fences. It's not a lot. But yeah, it's a good game to play. If you get people around the circle and the last 2 people hold on to the electric fence, MD jumps out of that circle. They're the ones who get the electric shock, because they've broke the circuit, so to speak. I've told Jack once he's signed up, I want ration packs. Yes, get ration packs and get him to get spare waterproofs. Get some spare Gore-Tex as well. You always have bucksheet kit. Bucksheet kit is like you end up with 1, 2, 3 spares of kit. You let other people's kit. Who, if somebody leaves the army to get kicked out, you're in the locker straight away. You're getting spare kit like waterproofs and stuff. Everybody does it, or you end up like accidentally having someone else's kit. Nobody claims it, they get new kit. So most people end up with bucksheet kit in the army, so you have several spare sets. So yeah, get the rations off them, get the waterproofs off them. If you can, get a basher, get a bash off them, or a tarp, so to speak. Yeah, you can get loads of good kits worth money. They can get for free in the army / military. So yeah, get all that kit off him once he's in, Lisa. Okay, guys, I'm bailing. Catch you later. Kitten, thank you very much for joining the chat. Much appreciated. And yeah, I look forward to seeing the pictures if you're doing a video for Passion Day and stuff. Yeah, enjoy your night in Cheshire, mate. Have a good night, pal. Isn't that a thing that descendants of World War II vets can wear a uniform to represent them in ceremonies, Etla, but they wear the medals on the opposite side? Yes, Rooks, you are correct. You can wear the medals, but yeah, we wear the medals on this side. So yeah, you can wear the medals of your dad or granddad on this side. You can wear it. So if you see somebody and the medals are on this side, don't automatically assume that they're a Walter Mitty. They may be wearing the medals of their parents or grandparents. But if they wear them on this side, then yes, a bit Walter Mitty's. I'll tell them I want everything. If I don't need it, you might. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Yes, you're a man. You are the man. Sorry, the lady. Out for dinner. Cheers, guys. No bother, John. There's loads of good bits of kit, especially the Army's chainsaws. There's lots of better bits of kit. I don't know if the British Army know to get the dragon gel. So get the dragon gel, get the little stoves for cooking on. You can get that. So ask Jack for that. The little stoves, the dragon gel stoves, spare water bottles. They might have the boil in the bag, the heat packs, flameless ration heater packs. They might have all that stuff now. So yeah, you're going to get loads of kit, Lisa. Get them signed up right now. I want the free kit off them as well. Get them signed up. Get yourself some thermals off them as well. Get a softy jacket, insulated softy jacket. Keep you warm. Until we get a boyfriend to keep that sleeping bag warm with you. Lisa, my brother's getting my dad's medals. Oh, has your dad got medals, Lisa? Will do. He's still going through the process. It's lengthy. Yes, it is, Lisa. Yes, it is. They have more CCTV nowadays, Ali. Nah, it's still a cancer. They get stuff out of the army. Get some boots as well. That's the main thing I missed. When I left the army, I had a couple of spare pairs of boots. Back then, it was the combat assault boots. They lasted me for years doing my job that I do just now. I won't say the job I'm doing. You all know that, yeah. Yeah, they lasted me years. The only thing is now I think they get issued 2 pairs of brown boots and 1 pair of black, so I can get the black boots, get them. But yeah, if you're just going hiking and camping and stuff, yeah, the Altberg boots that they use, yeah, they're cracking boots. They go for like 130, 140 pound on eBay and stuff, second hand sometimes. Yeah, not sure which ones when you ask them. Thought you meant for me when I was thinking, why do you want to wear army boots? For my job. I wear big boots all the time for my job. I like the look of the desert ones. Yeah, the desert boots are alright, yeah. I want leather boots. Yeah, desert boots are like fabric and stuff. Same with the jungle boots, they're lightweight. Yeah, for Scottish weather, you want the proper leather boots, the proper Altberg leather ones. Sometimes you won't get issued desert boots unless you're actually going on deployment to the desert. Same with jungle boots. Jungle boots have got the thick sole and they're quite lightweight canvas. I've had too many British Army ration packs. I'm getting fed up with them. Soldiers must be absolutely fed up with them. There is a lot of menus, and end of the day, Simon, you're not having it every day. If you're going away somewhere to Afghanistan, Iraq, Africa, wherever you're going, it's only when you're going out in the field you'll be having the ration packs. Most times, if there's like a permanent sort of camp, you'll have like a couple of cooks with you who'll be like cooking up stuff. So yeah, if you're on exercise around the field, yeah, you're going to be a week at a time. Maybe sometimes more, depending. But yeah, so there's 12 different menus. So if you're out in the ground for 7 days, yeah, you can have a different menu every day. So it's not that bad. What size boot? Yeah, I'm a 10. I'm a 10 medium, Lisa. Just getting that in just now. Because I'll get him too when he can. Yep, Lisa, much appreciated, pal. The American soldiers have decent stuff. Yes, they do. They do have good kit, yeah. But I was watching on a channel today and some guy saying he's American Special Forces and he was showing how to pack a Bergen, an army Bergen. He never had a fucking clue. He's like, yeah, this is a sleeping bag, and he's putting the sleeping bag in his Bergen with the compression, still in the compression bag. You never keep it in the compression bag. 1, it's too big and bulky to fit in. You take it out and you stuff it in. And 2, see when you're pulling that back out, you're having to do like straps and buckles. And usually when you're doing that, it's the last thing at night, so it's going to be noisy. You're like pulling the buckles and straps, making a noise. And if he's American Special Forces, he's not going to be putting that in the compression sack in the bottom of his sleeping bag. For 1, it's dead bulky trying to get in. It's really hard trying to get a sleeping bag when it's bulky into your pack. And then taking it out again, you're having to do all the straps. You're taking the sleeping bag out, you're throwing away the compression sack, keep that in the barracks, and you're packing it in the bottom of your bag so it's straight out when you need it. And this guy's trying to say he's American Special Forces. I doubt it. There's so many bullshitters on YouTube that actually drives me insane. The soldiers usually swap bits with each other. Yes, they do, yeah. It's like, I remember when I first joined the army, it was like tinned rations. That's how old I am, yeah. Tinned rations, and I used to swap. I didn't eat a lot. I'm a weird eater, but I used to swap tins of beans and I used to like bacon burgers, surprisingly not bacon burgers. So people used to have like stew, and I'd swap the I'd like the stew. I'd give it to people to get tins of beans, tins of bacon burger and stuff. Chefs aren't far from front line. They aren't. No, you've always got a forward operating base where you have your. If it's like camp or more than 10 people or something, if it's like if it's company section, you always have a couple of chefs. So yeah, unless you're like in a forward operating base where it's like 4 people, and that's more likely to be special forces. Yeah, you'll be on rations then. Or if you're in recce platoon, yeah, you're dug in somewhere. There's only 40 years you're observing or something. Yeah, you'll be on rations, of course you will. But if you're somewhere where there's more like 20, 30 people, you're always going to have a chef with you. So I make my own rations now. Border Army ones are expensive. Tree climber, exactly. That's what I do. I buy them out of bags, put my own stuff in it. I'm a weird eater, so I'll have like canned spaghetti bolognese, Heinz spaghetti bolognese. I'll mix it up with like bits of fried potato scones, mix it in with whatever you want. I suppose you could even put fries in it. Cook up some fries in the air fryer, put it in, heat up. It's going to be fine. There's a couple of dud menus in the US stuff from the comments I've seen from US guys. One's an omelette one. I want to try the US pizza one. Apparently that is a rare one. The pizza one, pepperoni pizza. Just boil in a bag, put it in, boil it in the water, and it's meant to be good. So yeah, I want to try the pizza, the US pepperoni pizza. American soldiers had pizza out in Iraq. British soldiers trade them with what they can. Yeah, but yeah, that's not always a good thing. But because the American army are used to having everything catered from. British soldiers, they make do with what they've got. So see you're in a situation where there's fuck all. American soldiers like, oh man, we don't have this, we don't have that. British army soldiers like, we're used to it. We've got treacle pudding here, heat it up in the boiler, eat it, it's good. So yeah, that's what makes the British Army soldier brilliant. Their ability to compromise, make do what they've got. Americans get it handed to them on a plate. I'm not saying they're no good soldiers because no way. I know a lot of American good soldiers, but yeah, they have all the gear sometimes and no idea. This is for experience. I've worked with US Marines and stuff in certain situations like public order and stuff, and they were all over the place. They're like, yeah. I don't like slagging other armies and stuff, but yeah, I've worked with US Marines and some of their special forces and things like that. And well, more than the Marines, not the special forces, they were good, but yeah. Grunt proof is good, yep, exactly. I remember a tin from my dad who would bring back hard-boiled sweets and chocolates for his kids. Lisa, I have still got almost a full ration pack. I need to show in a video one time. I've still got the boiled sweeties. I've still got the Yorkie bars, the stewed casserole and stuff. Probably won't be good for eating, but yeah, I'm keeping it as a memento. So I think I might show that in a video one time. Old ration pack. It's not the tins. It was just when the first foil pouches first came out. I think it was like Yorkshire pudding, the treacle pudding. I think they still do treacle pudding. It's an old army favourite. In World War II navies, the US had ice cream, but alcohol was banned, so massive trades when British ships met them. Yep. I'm going to hit the sack. Good night, everyone. Gary, take care. Good night, Paul. Good night, Gary. Tree climber, have a good one. I agree, Ali. Need to learn to rough it. Yep, of course you do. Yep. The British Army, sometimes you don't get supplies, you don't get this and that. We make do with anything we've got. Americans just get it all handed to them on a plate a lot of the times, and yeah, and they moan when it's like, can you imagine Americans having to live off like British Army rations? Like, where's my M&Ms? Why can't I go camping and have a Burger King and all that shit? You know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. As I said, I'm not slagging American Army whatsoever. I'm not slagging them at all. But I did do one exercise with the US Marines in a place called Hythen Lid down in England. It's basically a made-up village. It's a made-up village where we used to do Northern Ireland training. So basically, you'd have certain scenarios. You go out in the street and you get the public protesters coming up to you. They'd be throwing bricks, they'd be throwing petrol bombs. you'd maybe get a sniper up on the roof and stuff, right? So the Americans were basically assuming the role of the British soldiers. So they had their shields and stuff like that. And I was a driver for a US Army, a US Marine Sergeant Major. He was meant to be controlling stuff, right? And shit went out of hand. He ended up was asking me, what do I do? What do I do? He's meant to be a sergeant major, one of the highest up ranks. He said, what do I do? So you've got all these people who are throwing petrol bombs at him. You've got a sniper up in the roof taking shots and stuff. He's asking me what to do. And I'm like, well, you need to retreat. He said, no, man, we don't retreat. I said, you need to. There's fucking 500 people there. There's 20 of you. You need to retreat. Me back up another street. Reorganise your forces. Have at least like more soldiers. If you go ahead there, you're going to get overrun. There's going to be more people. So we don't retreat. I said, you need to retreat. So I ended up, he says, no, I'm not going to retreat. So I ended up, there was about 200 British soldiers who were acting as civilians. We ended up overtaking them with snatch Tourer rifles and stuff like that. And they started shooting, or it was only blank rounds they had, but they started shooting into the crowd. And then afterwards, we had like a sort of a debriefing. Your sergeant was like, why the fuck were you shooting into a crowd? There's kids, there's women, children in that crowd. No, they took a rifle, man. They took a rifle. He's like, but there's fucking children and women in that crowd. And you've got soldiers opening fire into the crowd just because they took a rifle. And it was the same later on, a different scenario, where there was a pub in this make-believe street. So there was a pub in the make-believe street. So we had like a full day of different scenarios where they bring out to the US Marines to see how they'd handle it. One of them was like the most controversial. So basically, our sergeant said to us, right, guys, this is meant to be your time off, but you're doing this as a favour for the US Marines. So this pub, let's make it into a real pub. So we went and got loads of bevy. We got cider, we got lager, we got whiskey and stuff. So we were getting pissed as we're doing these scenarios. And one of the scenarios was, we'll go up in the pub roof, we'll burn the American flag, and let's see how they react to it. Oh my God, they went shit crazy. So yeah, as soon as the guys are up on top of the pub, they're burning the American flag. And we're all like throwing bricks at them. They've got the shields up and stuff like that. So many of them went crazy. Jumped out from, you're meant to keep your line. There's guys jumping out for the line. And we're just pulling them back, and they're disappeared, gone forever. The next guy jumps out, we're pulling them away. And afterwards in the debriefing, we said to them, we're like, sorry, I'm going into one here, but yeah, they guys that jump out of line, we're pulling them away. In real life scenario in Northern Ireland at that time, they're getting pulled away and they're getting a bullet to the head. Doesn't matter whether you're burning your flag or not, you need to keep professional. You need to keep savvy. So they could be burning British flags. We're not going to jump out and go mental, but Americans have got a different mindset. You're burning the flag, they go crazy. And that's why we've done it, to test their professionalism. And they're jumping out and they're pulling them away. I'm like, he's dead. We gave them the guys back, but they're all dead. They're getting pulled away into the crowd and they're getting shot in the head. Anyway, right, sorry, I'm talking about army stuff. Right, I'm off. Take it easy, Lisa. Sorry, take it easy, right, Lisa? Well done, Sergeant Major. Now the rest of the town that wasn't protesting is now coming for you. Exactly, Rooks. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I went on one there, but yeah. The Americans have a different mentality. British have a more sort of, keep calm and, assess the situation. Americans, it's more like sort of gung-ho. Let's get in, let's do them. And yeah, that can be where opposition want you to go ahead and they're just going to pick you off. Sometimes having all the gear doesn't work. Sometimes you need to think about it up here. Anyways, what camp are you thinking of when your legs get better? Well, no legs. Well, saying that, my other calf is feeling weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's in my head, but yeah, this leg is definitely fucked. Pardon the language. This leg, I keep feeling my calf sore. I don't know if I'm overcompensating, walking on my other leg. That's why it's sore. But yeah, I think I'm wanting. You still haven't hammocked this year yet? That's a good shout, actually. I need to sort my tarp out, but for that Rook's Foot. I've just bought some of it instead of buying the sky hooks and stuff. You know me, I'm tight. And I'm not too sure on, I think Davey was saying sky gear stuff. You put it on, I wasn't sure if it will stick. So what I done was I bought the clamps. They go into the tarp. So I'm going to cut the 6 inches off my DD tarp. And I'm going to put the clamps onto it. You know the clamps you can put on with the what's it called? Paracord, and put on the clamps. So I think I'm going to do that. Cut 6 inches off my DD tarp, and that'll still be well enough to cover a hammock. Yeah, compensating for one leg, news lacquer now. I know, but yeah, me being in my mental state of mind, sometimes I start thinking, is this because I'm thinking it's my veins? Anyways, enough of my mental health issues, but yeah. So yeah, I've got the clamps. So I think they're easy to use and sticking on all this stuff, the sky gear hooks and things. Use the clamps, cut 6 inches off, use the clamps and attach the paracord to it. Rock grommets with yeah, I know, but yeah. I thought I'd be a bit more professional on that and using the rock grommet. So yeah, the clamps, apparently they're pretty good. I'll use the clamps and that should do the job. So if I want to do a hammock camp. But in reply to your question, Rooks, I think I'm going to try this. So yeah, you brought up the hammock camp. So I want to do the hammock camp. Before the end of the year, I want to do the hammock camp. I want to use this stove, right back a stove. I want to get a hot tent camp stove. And as John Wick was saying, I want to get that cave in. I've been wanting to do it for 2 years. I know where the cave is now. I want to get a cave camp in. But it's just what do I use for the cave camp? I was thinking of taking using a cot bed, and I just found randomly, I think somebody gave me it. I think it may have been Monty. He gave me it. It's a bug net. It's like a bug net you can hang up, and it goes right out, so it can cover like a camp bed. So maybe use that in the cave. If I can find a hanging point it's a big massive bug net. Use that and put it over the camp bed inside the cave. So I can get a camp bed down in the cave, just put a sleeping bag down on it, sleep in the cave. So yeah, that's a possibility. Well, I want to do it. The cave camp, hammock camp, and the hot tent camp. I want to get at least 3 of them in for this year. The best rations I have had lately is a Norwegian Army Arctic Field ration. Absolutely delicious and very firm. Is that a 24-hour ration, Simon? And what's in the ration packs? The only thing is that the seam that was on the edge gave it an extra bit of strength. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. And the seam is good on one side. It's just like, I don't know if I could cut halfway up. It's only really sort of halfway along. I need to cut off 6 inches. But then that would look weird. But the edge that I do cut, I was thinking about folding Gorilla Tape across it, just to give it that sturdiness. I don't know. Norwegians don't mess about. Yes, a 12-hour ration pack. Yeah. So is that just 2 sort of meals? A main meal and like a lunch, Simon? Can you post it to Sussex Outdoors and maybe call him, get him to the pit? No. I do it myself. I'll eventually learn to do it myself. No harm. I know he's good at stuff like that and that, but yeah, it's a hassle putting that postage, packaging, sending it in there. And yeah, it costs money as well, mate. I know James would probably do it at a decent price for me and that, but yeah. You know my channel, I like to keep it budget friendly. Do home repairs, bit of Gorilla Tape, cut it off, get some clamps, grips on it. It's still going to keep me waterproof. It's still going to keep me warm. Keep it rough and gritty. I'm not a pussy. It'll work. I can still use it just now, and just like fucking yeah. Anyways, it's 11:15. I usually come back on and do the live music thing. I don't know if a lot of people come back on. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut off and come back on and do music. If there's MD on, there's MD on. If there's not, there's not. I might stick up on some social media and stuff and see if anybody will join on Instagram. But 7 people in the chat. Right, I think I'm going to go. Does anybody want a song request for when I come back on? If anybody's going to be sitting up late tonight. It's a weekend, guys. Come on. A main meal freeze dried. I'm usually breakfast isotonic powder, tea, coffee. I'm not a fan of freeze fried stuff. I only tried it once, but yeah. I prefer just carrying the wet meals. Too much carry on. Having to have enough water or finding a water source for your freeze dried stuff. It's a bit, yeah, it's, if you need to do it, it's like bushcraft and hardcore survival and all that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm in the UK. I'll carry a wet meal. It's an extra 200 grams carrying a wet meal. Is there that much of a difference? No. Pot noodles, freeze dried. Fuck you, Ricksfit. True, but yeah, you got me. Yeah, I suppose pot noodles, freeze dried, yeah. And you do need water for that, yes. Okay, you got me, Ricksfit. Right, give me a song, Ricksfit, for when I come back on. If MD comes back on. Probably just you, but yeah, that's on it. Just you, Ricks, coming back on the live stream. MD else is more than welcome, but yeah. Right, so if anybody wants song requests up, put a song request up just now. I'm going to be coming back. I'm going to cut off a live stream in 5 minutes. I got another early one tonight. Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay then. I'll talk to myself all night. Live stream at 10 a.m. Oh, is the Formula 1 on tomorrow morning? Is the Formula 1 on tomorrow morning, Rooks? Hey, Simon Solo, will you be back on in 10 minutes? You're all the 2 people chatting tonight. Yes, Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it's going to be mental. Right, good man. Don't let me keep you up there, Rooksfit. Much appreciated you coming on tonight. As always, I love my wild camping. You love your F1, so yeah, I'm in bed having my feet attached to my cat. Right, okay. A few minutes. I'm going to cut off. I'm going to come back to a live stream. This one won't be aired live. I'll be playing live music for people. If anybody's on just now, wants to make a donation to the channel, the top of the chat, it'd be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes, probably 5-10 minutes. I'll be playing live music. Yes, Melson is full of life, will be awake. Okay, Simon, be much appreciated if you come back. Do you want a song on, Simon? I'll play a song for you when I come back. Any song, I don't care what it is. I'll give you 20 seconds to play a song before I cut a live stream and I go in. The buckfast is finished, so yeah, I might need to go get a lager. Or a whiskey. Or a vodka. Who knows? 10, Simon. 9, 8, 7. Give me a song, Simon. 6, 5. What's new, pussycat? 4, 3. Amateur outdoorsman needs some advice. Right, amateur outdoorsman, I was just about to cut off, but what's the advice you need? Video killed the radio star, right? That's a very apt song, Simon. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star by Simon, right? Okay, when I come back on the live stream, I'll do that. Right. Kiwi, I just got home. I left my camp and was doing my first solo camp. Right, Kiwi, I don't understand what you're saying. I just got home, I left my camp. I was doing my first solo camp. I was doing my first solo camp. Like, why did you leave your first solo camp? Just fell off, didn't feel right, and now I'm at home. Half my stuff is still out there. Didn't you take the stuff with you, Kiwi? How far are you away from where your camp is, Kiwi? How far away from the camp are you? I'm not going to slag you. I've been in a camp before. I put my tent, I put my backpack. I think I've actually showed it on my channel before. I hiked in for about an hour. Put my back. I don't think I set up my tent yet. I put my backpack down and set up a few things. And yes, something didn't feel right. It fell off, and I just thought, no, I'm out of here. So yeah, I won't slag you for that. Yeah, if it doesn't feel right in your stomach, yeah. I think the reason the camp I did, or the camp I was going to do, was because it was near a waterfall and the sound drowned out the noise, and I felt uncomfortable. I couldn't hear anybody creeping up on me or something in my head. So yeah, I won't slag you for leaving a camp, but why didn't you take your stuff? About 20 minutes drive, 25 minutes walk into the woods. Just wasn't right in my gut. Felt stupid. No, don't feel stupid. I've done it before. I never did a full video, and I done like a little short where I'd went into the woods. I'd been searching for this place for ages. I'd hiked in, put my backpack down. I'd set up I was going to set up the fire and stuff, and I'd sat there a while, and yeah, something just didn't feel right. But if it's your first solo wild camp, then yeah, maybe you should have hung out a bit longer. As I always say, when you're going to your first solo wild camp, go to the place you're going to camp a week prior, and if you can, go at night time. Pull up a chair, sit. I know this sounds weird, but go sit in a chair, sit there for about an hour. I don't know, get a cup of coffee in your hand, sit there in the dark. I know it sounds strange, but sit there in the dark and take in the noises, take in the natural environment, hear the noises, maybe owls, maybe just the everything from the light coming through the trees, if there's moonlight, listening to the noises, just getting used to the natural environment you're in. And especially if it's an area that's near a path, go there, sit there a couple of hours. Is there many people walking by? Listen to the noises. Get comfortable with the surroundings. And then sort of when you get comfortable, you know the place, you know there's no many people walking by, you know there's maybe owls, you know there's maybe birds in the trees, or maybe there's foxes, or maybe there's deer sounds and that. You'll get used to the noises. And then when you go back the next time to actually wild camp there and you set up your stuff, I don't know if you drink or not, but if you drink, once you've set everything up, sit, have a wee drink, just relax yourself and sit and listen to noises. Generally get used to it. Once you've set up your stuff, then start maybe doing your fire and things like that. I don't know what spooked. Is there anything in particular that spooked you, Kiwi? I appreciate it. Feel better now. Yeah, it's mind over matter, mate. Especially if it's your first ever wild camp. I won't slag anybody because it's different sleeping outdoors. I'll tell you, see if you're sleeping outdoors. Also, another tip for you. I don't know if you drink or not, but if you do drink, have a little drink in your first wild camp. It helps to relax you. Also, use one of these. Use one of these. Put it over your face, put it over your eyes. Get some decent blackout for your eyes. Also, while using this, put some earplugs in. If you're paranoid about somebody creeping up on you, put one earplug in. Put this over. It helps black things out. Helps you get to sleep. But yeah, the best thing I can say is just sit in your surroundings and just absorb it in. Maybe even sit for half an hour. Don't take a drink. Sit for half an hour, listen to noises. And once you start getting used to it, then maybe start slowly having a drink. Because once you have a drink, then you can't leave. because you can't drive your car, obviously. But yeah, sit and just absorb your sounds. If you can go the week before, as I said, go the week before. Get used to the surroundings. Is there going to be people near you? What time is sunset? What time is sunrise? What animals are about you know? But yeah, next time you go, you'll know. Just get silent for a while. Bird stop, freaking stop. Were you in deep forest? Because yeah, that sometimes creeps me out. When you're in proper deep, tight forest, the sound can just disappear, and it's eerie. It's really scary. I prefer to be in more open woodland, maybe beside a lockside or something. If you're in deep forest, yeah, that scares me. I was out on a hike last year, and I was out in the deep forest, and I was sitting there, and the silence is, it's, for one of a better word, the silence is deafening. It's just, it's scary, and like, it was weird, because it was just after my brother died, and I was sitting in the silence, and I felt really weird. I was sitting down, I was getting a brew and a go, and so a little robin appeared from nowhere, and the little robin came right up to me. It was really close, maybe a metre away from me, and it sort of lifted my spirits. I didn't feel scared anymore. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the spirit of my brother or something, but it was like, the whole forest was silent, eerily silent, the deeper I went in. I walked about half an hour into a deep, condensed like forest, and the little robin came from nowhere, and he came up to me. It wasn't scared of me, and then I sort of felt better. But yeah, I get what you mean. If it's deep forest, I don't know where you were. Was it sort of open woodland, or was it proper deep forest? Just got silent for a while, birds stop and the crickets stop. Yeah, there's a certain time of night when all that noise stops. It does stop. But hopefully by that time you're sort of comfortable. You're comfortable with your own silence. I says I like usually have a little fire, have a raised fire off the ground, and then I've got like maybe a little drink in me. So I'm sort of calm, I'm comfortable within myself. I know I can't leave. So I'm resigned to the fact that I can't leave. I've been drinking, I can't leave. And I'm just watching the flames or something to watch, so I'm comfortable. I'm just sitting with a drink, relaxed, watching the flames. I'm like, I can't leave now, so there's nothing else I can do. So the only thing I can do is stay here. It's a woodland, not proper deep forest, but it's the way everything just stopped for some reason out of nowhere. Amateur outdoorsman, try again. That's what I'm going to say. You try again. Good advice. I'll make it through next time. Thank you. Yeah. I says it is a big jump from being always in a house and having the four walls about you to being outside. I will never, ever slag anyone. And I'll always say, if it doesn't feel right, get out of there. What's the point of staying somewhere you're not comfortable? You're going to be anxious all night. See, next time, maybe amateur outdoorsman, go there during the day. Put a hammock up. Maybe just chill in a hammock for a few hours. Get used to the actual area you're going to be in. Maybe try and sleep in a hammock for a couple of hours during the day. So you don't need to set up too much. Set up a hammock or something, if you have a hammock. Or just spend a few hours just sitting, listening to the sounds and stuff. And as I said, have a drink, and at night time, get one of these, get it round your eyes, get an earplugs in. I usually have one earplug in because I'm paranoid. I like to hear noise. So what I'll do is I'll have one earplug in, another not. So if I think I hear something during the night, which I don't, because usually I've had a few drinks, and this puts me to sleep. It's blacking out my eyes. So any ambient noise, moonlight coming through my tent. So yeah, earplugs and an eye mask and a wee drink, if you drink, and getting used to the environment. I said half an hour, maybe don't drink, get used, and then have a drink, and then once you've had a drink, you're committed. So you may as well just chill out and have a bit more, and get a wee fire going. Occupy yourself. If you can get a signal, go on a live stream like Outdoor Alley, or just watch videos. Just occupy your mind. Don't think about the silence. Don't have a silence. Put on some music. Watch something. Silence is in the mind. When the birds stop, you play something on your phone. make something, keep your mind active. Anyways, right, I'm going to cut off a live stream. So, amateur outdoorsman, you're in the house. You're going to come back. I'm going to cut off this live stream. I'm going to come back. When you're going to go back to get your kit, you're going to go back first thing in the morning to get your kit. Enjoy the silence. Yes, Duncan, you need to learn to enjoy the silence. It's no easy. It's no easy. But yeah, as I said, I'm just talking about it first, Duncan, for him, just to get used to it. But yeah, what I used to do also is I used to turn off my headlight, turn off any sort of sound radio, and just walk. And this sounds creepy. I know it sounds creepy, but yeah, I just try and walk off into the woods, into the forest, in the darkness myself. Just go for a wander. If there's like a decent amount of moonlight, just walk into the forest in the dark. If I got troubled, I put on my head torch. But yeah, just being out yourself in the dark, just listen to the sounds. You need to listen to the sounds about you. You do, your senses tingle. You start picking up things. You hear cracking, little twigs cracking. You hear little owls and stuff like that. But yeah, you need to get used to that. Or you just sit by a fire, listen to the radio, put music on, get drunk, and you don't hear any of these sounds. Then you go fall asleep and you're 10 lad it. But yeah, everybody's their own way of coping with it. But yeah, you will get better. You will get better. I won't slag MD. If it doesn't feel right, get out of there, because you're not going to enjoy your night. What's the point of not enjoying your night? But yeah, the more gradually, as I said, get out during the day, maybe a hammock in the woods, maybe lie in a hammock, try and sleep for an hour if you can, or just sit there in a chair for hours and listen. Just don't put a radio on, just listen to everything. I abandoned a camp in a forest at 12 a.m. It's a forest, weird environment, try and find, yeah, I wouldn't advise first time camp in a deep forest, yeah. Forests are, it's a different kettle of fish. It's like, sometimes it's extreme silence. And yeah, if you've got trouble, if you've got any sort of trouble, mental health or anything, yeah, deep forest is not the place to be, because sometimes it goes deadly silent. There's nothing. It's like being in one of the sort of silent chambers. There's nothing. It's just your thoughts. It's your thoughts running wild. It's like no noise at all. At least if you're in an open woodland, you've got maybe some birds chirping, even like bats fucking flying about, whatever. You've always got some sort of noise, the wind. But in a deep forest, you don't even hear a wind in a deep forest. You don't hear a wind. Sometimes if it's that tight, you won't even hear rain coming through in a deep forest. So yeah, it's silence, so it's all in your mind. But yeah, amateur outdoorsman, get yourself back to that place tomorrow. Get your kit. Don't feel ashamed of it. Don't feel ashamed of it. We've all been there. You don't feel. If you don't feel it, get the fuck out of there. There's no point spending the night somewhere where you're uncomfortable and you're worrying and stuff like that. Happens to everybody. Jane McDonald, hi cuz, how you doing? Jane, how you doing? I'm just about to cut off this live stream, Jane, and come back for the usual, the music thing. A bit later than usual, but yeah. Right, Jane, John, amateur outdoorsman, Duncan, if you're still about, please come back. Why did the viewers start getting up? Is this kicking out time at the pub? It probably is, but yeah. I'm trying to give amateur outdoorsmen some advice here, but yeah, everybody's different. But yeah, that's the advice I give to you, mate. Right, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Jane, do you want a song on when I come back? If you're still about. Right, that's it. The last of the Buckfast is getting drunk. Right, Duncan, good night, mate. Thanks for joining in. Much appreciated. Amateur outdoorsman, feel better already. Thank you. No bother, mate. Did you recce the spot, Kiwi? Did you recce the spot? Have you been to it before you went there tonight? Because yeah, you need to check out the spot. You can't just turn up at a spot, especially if it's your first solo wild camp. It's always good to know the area, know the lay of the land. In my mind, like obviously military and stuff, I want to go to a spot beforehand. I want to know I want to know the escape routes in case something happens. I like to know what's in front of me, what's behind me, what's to the side of me. Is there any water? Where can I go? Where can I run to if something really bad happens? It's all mind games. Been there a few times and never felt all of this. It's because you know you're staying the night there. It's because you're staying the night there. Is it a place where a lot of people go? Is it near a path? Amateur outdoorsman, is it near a path? I'd like you to play Hallelujah by Pentatonic. Beautiful version of the song. Oh, is that Hallelujah by Happy Mondays, Jenny? Okay. Hallelujah, Happy Mondays, right? Hallelujah, Happy Mondays. Right, I've got that on for you, Jen. Hidden, but just off a path. I take it the path, nobody's on it once it's dark. Amateur outdoorsman. I take it was just the quiet that annoyed you, Kiwi, yeah? Aye, Alex. Happy Mondays version, please. Yep, I'll get it on for you. Happy Mondays version, Jane. No bother at all. So, Jane, I love Happy Mondays. Yep. Jane, I know you love Happy Mondays. I'll get it on for you. Right, guys, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. I don't know how many you'll come back on, but I will be back in 5 minutes and I'll play the songs you wanted. Right, peace out.